What is going on YouTube? Hitamac making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we have to continue from where we left off in yesterday's video, pretty much tracking the major breakout across the board with most of the major cryptocurrencies. You can see I made this video yesterday saying, breaking news, XRP Ripple holders, we just exploded in price. Something that we've been tracking for a couple of days now. You can see clear as day here. We go back 5 days, we go back 9 days. You can see the reference here that we saw a potential double bottom forming here, and then we continue further, showing descending fractals here, saying that this at some point is going to find its bottom and we are going to break above it. And here it is actually happening here. And it's by no means a breakout. I just consider it being some sort of retracement back to the upside here, a sort of climb back to more neutral levels as we have become so undervalued as a cryptocurrency. We had videos, and you can see have been a bit sporadic. 9 days ago, 5, 3, and then we are at yesterday, but you can see from 3 to 4 days ago here, we had a beautiful chart descending fractal forming here, saying that that rebound is incoming and it's coming real soon here. And you can see just a couple of days after, we actually broke through that and headed right back up to moving average, which is, it hit it right on the head. So I'm very excited to see that happen here, and we will continue off of that as we are actually heading even higher than the video I made yesterday here. So hopefully you guys have watched, hopefully you have stayed tuned. If you haven't, definitely make sure to watch yesterday's video. But an update, background's different. This should be the last day where you see a background like this. Video tomorrow should be probably coming out a little bit later, but back in the normal Florida apartment. So just keep your, I just wanted to let you guys know, fill you in on that if that's why the videos have been coming out a little weird over the past couple of days. Just different videos are just not as timely. So I just wanted to update you there, but everything should be back in order come tomorrow. Anywho, we will be covering Solana in today's episode here, which is continuing its little bullish ascent to the upside here. Very exciting. We talked about this yesterday. XRP breaking through this, heading even higher up. Very exciting. We have right here Ethereum, which just yesterday exploded, blew the roof off a thing, which is very exciting. And then Bitcoin seeing the same thing. Yesterday had a huge monumental run here, huge run. We're talking like 12% over the past 2 to 3 days here. And then we are looking at the S&P, which is consolidating as well. Could even be heading higher. I don't know. Lots of things to go over, lots of things to discuss in today's episode. We also have this interesting article, which I just want to make fun at. But with that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. So guys, before we go any further, make sure to sign up for BYDFI. It is completely free, and they're giving double rewards this July. That means this month, where you can receive $50 in free cryptocurrencies and a 31-day VIP 1 rate, which means extremely low trading fees and a lot of other cool features, which you can find by clicking that link down in the description below. So make sure to do that. More information on BYDFI will be later on in today's video, as well as other sign-up incentives too, like up to over 2,000 in free cryptocurrency bonus money later on in today's episode. Anywho, you can see here, I want to start off with looking at BlackRock's. Larry Fink says he was wrong, calls Bitcoin digital gold. We already knew that here, but you can see BlackRock, the world's biggest hedge fund, currently has 10.6 trillion, and I love it. It's every time we see crypto or the stock market take off here, 9 times out of 10, whatever current event is flowing around right now, they pin it and say, oh, the reason Bitcoin blew up is because of what happened in our political campaign rally. Or they'll be like, oh, it's because of Larry Fink saying this. No, sometimes it's not always the same thing. Correlation isn't always causation, and more than likely, neither of these two things had any precedent on the Bitcoin movement or the cryptocurrency movement here. But they say, right here, it's so funny. He goes, Larry Fink said he was wrong about Bitcoin before calling the decentralized asset digital gold. I'm sure this dude's got his hands so deep in Bitcoin here. Of course, he throws it out there and just can manipulate the price of Bitcoin, as simple as that. Oh, what did you look at that? BlackRock also has a Bitcoin ETF. It goes, in May, BlackRock iShares overtook Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust as the world's largest Bitcoin exchange, traded this year with $18 billion as of July. So obviously they have quite a bit of money and quite a bit of their hands, considering the market overall is at 2.3 trillion. I mean, 18 billion is definitely a pretty big chunk, or not nearly a big factor in there, but maybe 5 to 8% of the overall market, which is still that's a pretty big influx if you ask me here. But what's funny is the decentralized asset rose for 4 consecutive days with the ninth exploding here. And I know somewhere in here they say it has, oh, here we go. Bitcoin's price responded to Fink's comments and several others developments perceived as bullish, including German government offloading its final Bitcoin, ending the stark selling pressure caused by dumping in the market here. I don't think what he said had really much effect on the markets at all, especially with the markets being so large. I think it is just correlation here, but you can see what a market we're in. The reason being is we were so oversold. We were trading in 30 just a couple of days ago here. Just like last week, we were in 30 in the fear and greed index here. Extreme fear, or not extreme fear, but fear nonetheless. Now we're at 57. So it made sense that we were so undervalued. It's not a breakout. We're not exploding to the upside, but we are just kind of coming back to levels we've already been at. So it's not really a surprise here. But you can see in the past 7 days, Bitcoin's up over 11%, Ethereum up over 11%, BNB up over 10%, Solana up over 11%, XRP with the biggest takeaway, 27%. Insane, if you ask me. Anywho, diving into the technicals here, we are heading higher. I mean, this was the easiest buying opportunity for XRP. You can see we had this beautiful descending fractal here, lower high, lower lows, filling in this gap here. Once we confirm that closure outside of here, it was straight to the upside from here. And you can see we've managed to actually go up 20%. So easy, so simple. Take your profits. There's zero reason to still be this greedy here. We've called where this top would move us to. There was more than likely we were going to be moving up to most likely this resistance right here. There's a chance we would get there, but we got real close. Let me tell you that. We got real close right here. We could go higher, but even then we're now nearing overbought. So, I mean, we hit the target right on the head. We blew up. We anticipated this market to happen here. It is so typical. I mean, I don't need to pull these down this low anymore, but you can just see here that we were in a descending fractal here, and these always break us bullish. Hopefully you guys know this. Descending, broadening wedges have bullish tendencies. I've talked about this consistently here on the channel here. Go back a week ago, go back 2 weeks ago. I always draw that once we confirm closure outside of this, we can rally up with price target right here. We can reference that, but I told you it was going to happen, and it did, and we were able to make quite a bit of profit, if you ask me, and I know you guys were able to make some profit as well. So that's pretty much it for XRP. Now that we've kind of hit that point here, take those profits, move those stop losses up just a little bit here, because there's a good chance we could potentially see a correction to the downside here. There's a good chance we might pull back just a little bit. That turbulence, we're already starting to hit it. You can see here, problem zone here, and we're starting to hit that problem zone right here. So it's by no means a surprise that markets are already starting to recede a little bit here. But overall, we still look incredibly well. Now, in regards to that here, we're going to be looking at BYDFI. You can see BYDFI right here is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BYDFI lets me buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Anything and everything you'd want on an exchange is offered on BYDFI, including XRP to trade. You can see I have it favorited right here. We have XRP charts where we can buy and long, sell short. This is the hourly. We jump to the daily. You can see that major moonshot blast off. So freaking easy to capitalize on here. They can let you buy long, sell short, so on and so forth. Everything you'd want is offered on this exchange, including a welcome rewards bonus, and then they even have a demo trading account. What that means is you get over $2,000 in free cryptocurrencies by signing up with that link down in the description below. Tons to claim, all these tasks right here, so make sure to check that out. They even have that demo trading account, which gives you $50,000 in kind of demo money to practice your skills. I apologize for that light freaking out. It's messing with my eyes here, but over $50,000 in free demo money to trade around with, get familiar with the BYDFI exchange before you start live trading, and also just to familiarize yourself and get used to trading in general. If you can get consecutive trades in a row, there's a good chance you're ready to trade on live. And if not, something to think about here. Anywho, moving back on and moving away from XRP here, looking at Solana, you can see Solana's also seeing that break. We discussed this. We talked about this. We knew this was going to happen. We had a beautiful bull flag formation right here. You can see the descending fractal forming right here. That bull flag, once confirmed right above here, we knew that we'd see that rally. We even took a broadening wedge, kind of a similar pattern here. Sorry, it took a ghost bars pattern and copied this. And you can see we placed it over here. And we knew that we were going to see a correction. And that's kind of what happened right here. And now I believe we're starting that ascent to the upside, and I think we're going to be moving all the way up to $200 at some point, but we then even went as far as going to the 4 hour. and drawing on this pattern here. We knew that this symmetrical triangle, this higher low, lower high, filling in the gap here, once confirmed a breach either above or below resistance or support, we would buy in and long. And you could see it gave us that confirmation right here. And since then, it was an easy, extremely easy rally to the upside. It was so freaking simple, if you ask me. And hopefully you guys took advantage of this one too. Moving forward from that, and now we're just consolidating. So we'll wait for a little bit of consolidation to finish at play, but we already made our profits off this. Now we're looking for a new technical indicator to form, and then we'll take advantage of that as well. You can see with Ethereum here, this was a tough one to buy into, but this kind of had a pattern, maybe something along the lines of this. If I jump to the 4 hour, we can get a bit more clarity. Yeah, it's pretty obvious now. So if I just delete the line that we drew and we draw some new technicals, you can see kind of that resistance or that support. We have a new resistance, and you can kind of see how we were getting real wedged in there, real tight. And you can see how there was a clear support, clear resistance point here. And as we started to fill in this gap here, we were waiting for that buying opportunity. Once we filled this in enough, we squeezed and we blew up to the upside here. And that's typically what we see across the board with a lot of these cryptos. Same thing goes with Bitcoin. The buying opportunity for Bitcoin was pretty simple as well. Once we confirm closure outside of this, descending, broadening wedge, lower high, lower low pattern here. Once we confirm closure outside of this, which was right here, that was that buy-in to the upside here. But I think you guys are going to be in for a rude awakening that we are going to be hitting all-time highs with a lot of these cryptos by the end of this year into 2025. That's strongly what I think is going to happen. So definitely keep your eyes peeled. S&P is due for a correction. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to figure that out here. Market's open on a green. It's so overbought, it blows my mind here. Jumping to the monthly, you can see we don't look too bad on the monthly here, but boy, it's just straight moonblast to the upside. It's unheard of. Anywho, if you have info, I'm really more interested in the stock market, but any info would help. With that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.